Grilled chicken served with our spicy rice. Or try Pepe Spor.
There were 5 ODIs played here by Pakistan against South Africa recently. Well, that's well blocked by Misbah. Still extremely fit in the field. And all matches were won by teams batting first. This was cracked hard and Misbah reacted swiftly.
And this evening Sri Lanka decided to bowl first. Pakistan got to a fighting total of more than 280. And now with 2 wickets down, it is extremely difficult for Sri Lanka to come out of woods.
That's a wide one from Bilawal Bhatti. I think he needn't experiment. I think all he has to do is just continue to be consistent. He's got pace. And Chandimal on I think once or twice in his spell has been hurried by the pace of the bowler. Hafiz 4 overs, none for 22. Tanveer bowled really well today. 6 overs, none for 23. Ajmal used for 2 overs, and Bhatti Junaid 4 overs apiece, and they've gone well. It's been 15 innings since Chandimal scored a one-day international 50. It's a good time for him to not only score a 50 but see Sri Lanka through. Still need 202 to win. Once again, it's well fielded. It's Hafiz again. He dived and dived superbly.
Pakistan giving Sri Lankan innings in a paralysing grip by this type of fielding. Mohammad Hafiz has already got rid of Tilgaratne Dilshan by sending a direct throw from the similar position and once again saving a certain boundary. Even Steven suggestions if we go for the over comparison.
Sangakkara keen to do that regularly, just rotate the strike. Still trying to find his rhythm. And, it's a very good way to find it, because what he has not done so far is that he's not panicked. 19 dots, he hasn't played rashly. It's just that he's been conservative and trying to get things going even when he's not feeling great. 17 not out of 31 balls.
Well, over after over, they have been reading the line and length of these Pakistani express and young fast bowlers. Would you like Pakistan captain Misbah to be proactive here and introduce a spinner?
No, I think it want this pattern to continue. Junaid and Bhatti weren't on target in the last game, so this situation allows them to be expressive, to also find time to get settled to the cause, which is to bowl tightly, making room, lifting the ball up in the air. Shahid Afridi doesn't tackle it aggressively. He waits for the drop, throws it back to Bilawal Bhatti, and so after over number 21, 86 for 2. Pakistan 284 for 4. Sri Lanka fighting hard, 86 for 2. Time for a change. It's Russell Arnold and Denny Dengzongpa.
You better believe it. Thank you, Rambo. Nothing in it, really. 21 overs. Pakistan, 90 for 2. It's, just the frustration of Dilshan getting set, getting 40, and then running himself out, got the bat stuck. The popping crease. Junior Khan coming round. He appeals, but no one else. And got to somehow, Russell Arnold, lift this tempo. Who do you reckon? Who's it going to fall to make the move? Who do you think more aggressive between these two Sri Lankans?
Well, I think it's got to be Chandimal. Clearly going over the stumps, but the last 12 overs, Pakistan have been brilliant. They've just conceded 38 runs and have not given these two batsmen a free shot. They've been bowling good lengths and lines, Junaid and Bhatti. And when we looked at the Pakistani bowling lineup, you would have thought these were the weaklings. If the Sri Lankan batsman can put pressure on Bhatti, on Junaid, in turn the pressure will filter on to Afridi and Ajmal. But now, Misbah-ul Haq is getting through his overs and also setting the game up with plenty of overs in Ajmal's, plenty of overs of Ajmal and Afridi at hand. He couldn't have asked for anything better.
Nice stroke. It'll only be one. And it's been a lot better from the fast men for Pakistan. In Sharjah, the fast men, they got through 22.4 overs and went for 169 in 22.4. Constitutes an economy rate of 7.54 rather. And then today, at the moment here in Dubai, threads it through. There's protection. They get a couple. Now they've got through 15 overs. They've gone for 52 at 15. Well, almost got through 16. But economy rate tonight here in Dubai of 3.46. So they have lifted their game, and he'll be pleased about that. He said that at the post-match presser, Russell. His bowling and fielding had to improve out of sight if they're going to compete in Game 2 against Sri Lanka.
You talk about catches winning matches, but what about direct hits as well? Now the two run-outs that the Pakistanis did pick up, if they had missed, the batsman would have been in. And they could still be in dominating. So that's how good Pakistan have been in the field today.
Yeah, they've lifted the game. Interesting, isn't it? Both openers out, both run out. So he's getting the goods from his fielding side as Misbah. It's a single and hustles quick. Almost hits the stumps. They get through. 5 off the 22nd over, 91 for 2. Lovely evening here in Dubai. The dew factor has not arrived. Bhatti, who has been on the button. He's bowled 5 overs, 2 maidens, none for 12, make that 5.1, none for 13.
They've been supported in the field by some good fielding by the Pakistanis, aiming at one stump. This is Kusal Pereira's dismissal. It is this man, the bowler. But this is Dilshan. Again, Hafiz from square of the wicket. If he hadn't hit, Dilshan would still be in. Fine line, and how important these little strikes are. Takes a chance. Sri Lanka need more of these. He won't get 4, but at least the message goes across to the bowler, because they've been bowling on very good lengths and lines. Sri Lanka have to make a move, calculated chances to try and get them off those lengths.
Much needed, and a lovely little shimmy down the wicket from Sangers. Good work from Hafiz and Ajmal together. Bowler, fielder Afridi, they liked it. They liked the commitment that has been shown in the field. Bhatti, certainly a direct hit. Turn things around for the hosts. This time, hunting up though, you can see and sense the eagerness of the Pakistanis.
They just seem to be hurrying the batsman a bit. The ball's skidding onto the bat, and even surprising Sangakkara at certain times. He's a very good player of pace. But the key is he's staying in and controlling these innings. There's plenty of batsmen who will follow, who can use the long handle and up that rate. It's still below 7, which is, I mean, in cricket nowadays, they go up. Umar Akmal, this time he wants to go up. The umpire has not gone and called it wide. Umar Akmal was the one who wanted to go up for that one, because they know it's an important wicket. It's Kumar Sangakkara.
Influenced certainly by the keeper Umar Akmal. So Misbah said, okay, I'm going with you, Umar. I'll oblige. That's fine. All good with the front foot. A difficult one for umpires, the bowling end down the line, to see if it's caught up with the glove as it goes past the batsman and then goes through to the keeper. Keeper thought he heard or saw something in Sangakkara playing the horizontal stroke.
Now if it's touched Sangakkara anyway, it's off the glove. It's well away from the body. Now you'd wonder why the umpire did not call it wide, because it's quite a way down the leg side. And if it was because he heard a noise, well then it could have only touched him in the glove. But it's not conclusive in this picture.
TV umpire Johan Kloti from South Africa. He was out in the middle in Sharjah. He is upstairs. They are not conclusive. Hard to give that. Bit of real-time audio would love. A bit of glove love, maybe. From Sangers, has he just caressed the glove and gone through to Umar Akmal's gloves?
With the bands playing.
You're not going to. Very difficult. Here we go.
I'd be surprised if you could hear anything.
No, very noisy. The stadium is not even probably half full. Certainly getting into the vibe of things are the Pakistan fans. Umar Akmal wanted it straight away. Bowler and keeper up. They were very keen. They were in unison together. You reckon he's gloved this, Russ? There we go. You're a Sri Lankan. What do you reckon? Just looking at this, on this evidence that Johan Kloti's looking at.
On this evidence, I don't think you can give it out. It's not conclusive.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. And of course, law states, benefit of doubt goes to the batsman. So that's what it states. Long time, you're going to wait. Here we go. Is that the look of a guilty man? Or is he just frustrated and wants to get on with the game? Move the game forward, gentlemen, please. Going to go for some more upstairs. Shaking of the head. Hard to know. I reckon that's inconclusive. You can't really say, look, for Johan Kloti, looking at that, has it gone down? Has it changed the direction of the ball? Technology that we're seeing on there, there's no hot spot. No hotspot, no snicko to deal with in the series. Got to be not out. Has to be the greenie. Green light. Yep. Had to go with that. And it's wided as well, so you've got your wish there, Russell Arnold.
It makes sense. Well, he's surprised, and I don't blame him. With what we did see, Johan Kloter cannot overturn it. With the pictures we did see, but the ball travels ever so close to that glove of Kumar Sangakkara.
Not out, it's a wide, move on. 190 of 165 balls. 6.9 runs is the asking rate at the moment. Can't get it past the bowler. No, he can't. So Bhatti got a hand on it. Good work. Good hustling again from the bowler.
The required rate still under 7. Manageable. The key is not to panic from the batsman's point of view. Pakistan, well, they couldn't have asked for anything better. The bowlers getting through their overs, their effort in the field, and the pressure that they have created is outstanding. At this stage, Pakistan were 98 for 2.
Hafiz is going to play escort inside it. Another couple. Well, all of the referrals asked by Pakistan in the series, wrong. Got it wrong.
It's all about building partnerships. In the air, it's 6. He's picked that up this time. Didn't bounce as much. All he had to do was use the pace, Sangakkara. 12 off.
Yeah, Tendulkar, Ponting and Jayasuriya. They could play a bit. Time for that star quality. Boom Boom Afridi, yet to be at the bowling crease tonight. Here he is, Emirates Road End.
He's dismissed Sangakkara 9 times though, the most by any bowler, Shahid Afridi. But a great time to come in with Pakistan controlling the game at this stage.
Yeah, having said that, Rasoli, comparisons real interesting. Pakistan were 99 for 2. That was the big partnership in terms of Shahid having a bit of a partnership anyway with Hafiz, and then of course it was Shahid playing alongside with Misbah. This is the last ball that was just flicked away. Beautiful. Caught up with it and dispatched it.
It's been a long time since that ball crossed the boundary line. The only 6 to the Sri Lankan innings, and since Dilshan's dismissal, don't think we've seen any boundaries. It's taken a long while, this 82. That's because of quality Pakistan bowling. 2 is the call. And suddenly Sri Lanka breathing just a little bit better. That's 12,000 runs to Kumar Sangakkara. Second Sri Lankan to do that. It's an average of 40.27. You think about it, there's a lot more to come from him. He's fit. Still keeps improving, you would feel. 1600s and 81 50s.
Wonderful player and fabulous stats for Sangers. In the air past the bowler, but in control. So I like about Sangers, he looks to try and rotate now because he's got a good ally in Chandimal. He's 15 from 29. He's back on strike as the T20 captain. Partnership, 42 from 54. In the air for a little while. Mispa was excited, so was Afridi.
Chandimal needs to back himself here. The last thing that Sangakkara needs and Sri Lanka needs is to lose his partner. It's about partnerships. We need to ride this period.
Has he got enough on it? Oh, you know he has. Gone about 8 rows back over mid-wicket. Get your arms up, Illingworth. Here's another maximum. Some of his own medicine back for Afridi.
No deep mid-wicket. That's a free hit. We still haven't seen the ball turn on this pitch, so that is always a good option for a batsman. Flat batted to cow corner. And it gets even better. Got the boundary. Around.
Getting a wriggle on now. Sri Lanka, they've brought that run rate back from almost 7s to 6.58. Last 5 overs, 38 have been scored. Last 2 overs, they've been dining out big time.
Out of that 38, most of the runs would have been scored in the last 2 overs. Ajmal's back. He's bowled 2 overs for 12 runs. His first 2 balls were put away for 2 boundaries by Dilshan. But then they forgot to run between the wickets and ran themselves out.
Speaking of the partnership with these two, Chandimal, Sangakkara, last 28 innings together, overall, 9 half-century partnerships, these two together. Played together 28 times, so that's good in terms of a percentage.
And how the game changes, Danny. It looked so difficult to get the ball off the square, and then suddenly you get a boundary or 2, and now runs keep flowing. And that's the advantage, the benefits of not panicking. Trust your skills, believe that you can catch up. As yet, the focus is about chipping away at the target. Now and again, a blow like this would definitely help.
Oh yeah, sure does. Rocks back outside leg stump. Sangakkara is going to keep the strike. 1-2-2 for 2 now. Crowd certainly having a wonderful Friday night. Afridi, he starts as second, it's a little short. Whipped away by Sangers. Oh, it's all on nicely, Rasoli. 109 for 2. Pakistan were. So she's all on.
Yeah, just another little stat on Sangakkara. He's got the most runs by a wicket-keeper batsman in ODI cricket. Though he's gone past 12,000 runs, some of his runs were scored when he was playing just as a batsman. As a keeper, he scored 11,110. Adam Gilchrist, 9,410, and Mahendra Singh Dhoni 7,774.
A little bit off the straight there from Afridi. A little bit there, but it certainly went enough, just a little bit. Keep everyone interested. Take the single. Backing up, has to be good. Man came in, good work from Junaid Khan.
Well, the 3 overs prior to this over has yielded 31 runs for Sri Lanka. What a turnaround, and that's what can happen. The closer you get to the target and the pressure is transferred, you see more mistakes creeping in. You saw that in Sharjah. When Sri Lanka were getting close to that Pakistani total, the game looked so different, the nerves crept in. We've seen that happen time and time again in so many games throughout the years. So at no stage should you give up, but look to keep chipping away at those targets and try and put pressure on the opposition.
Big appeal. It's another single for Sangakkara to keep the strike again. 1-2. It's going to be a little uncomfortable for Dinesh Chandimal. Premeditated, he got down. Oh yeah, it's missed everything at the grill, and he just slightly turned away, so it exposed the neck. Ouch, even from a spinner, it's going to tickle.
But good option. That's clever batting. It's outside the line at the off stump. All he needed was just a little bit of bat. Vacant areas. And at this stage, it's crucial that you keep rotating the strike.
Well, I reckon you need a really cold drink here. It's almost like getting some ice on the on a bruise on the outside, but he's hit him on the windpipe there. And a nice cold drink on the throat there, just to ease it a little. You can see there Chandimal was coughing up and smacked him right on the windpipe. You can smile about it now. It's good, so it's not too damaging for the young man.
Here's a comparison for you. Pakistan, after 26 overs and 3 balls, were 115 for 2.
Hustling a single, got to be quick, and is. And the hunt up there, Misbah. Good mover for a 39-year-old, big hands. And straight away, he wanted it. And Sangakkara was alert to the situation. Yeah, just on about Sangakkara, 134, not out, playing England at the Oval recently, middle of the year, chasing down that 294. He got 134 of them, NO.
But that was a knock where he was fluent right from the word go. Today he's had to battle to play himself in. Read the Dusra. At the end of 27, it's 134 for 2.
It's going to start with wide down the leg side. So Pakistan barely love a wicket now. Both players set. 41 plays 31. Partnership 70. Away. 4th wide so far this innings.
A sign of the best players is when they're not playing well, they still go on to score runs. Now Sangakkara here has proved that by hanging in there, he's played himself in. And he's making it count now. He's catching up the rate. The way he's finding the gaps in the field is outstanding.
Yeah, the point I'm making about that 100 against England is that seen it on numerous occasions, chasing scores, class comes to the top, and here he is again tonight. Pacing his innings, had to work through those early stages. Now is looking every bit of his average and his class.
He's got the range right. But early in his innings, almost every shot went straight to fielders. But he's got the experience, he's got the knowledge, he knows his game inside out. He knows he can turn the scales around in his favor, and he's done that at this stage. But most importantly, from Sri Lanka's point of view, the job's just half done.
Very close to a chop on. Chandimal goes his way. Leg side, and lucky for Afridi that Hafiz has done a good job.
He's missed out in every way, because if he'd left that would have been wide. And a rank half tracker being hauled in by some good fielding.
Says thanks, Mohammad Hafiz. Well done. Certainly save 4. He's racing away, fine. Down the ground. Oh, wide enough. Long enough? Not quite. Not quite. Junaid Khan has done well. So 3 off the last ball, 10 off the over, 28 done, 1. Nicely Sri Lanka. Time for Akil Samar with Waqar Yunus.
Thanks a lot, Denny. 22 overs more to go. Sri Lankans have chugged on 144. They have been trying to herald an onslaught over here. Still struggling to impose one against Pakistan. Mohammad Hafiz, who asphyxiated the runs flow there in Sharjah, proven to be a bit expensive in his first spell. Remember, he started the proceedings in second innings in Dubai, and this is such a pivotal time of this innings. He has been brought on, and lot will depend on his bowling. Off the back foot, 50th for Kumar Sangakkara. Saviour for Sri Lanka in the dire hour of need. But still, it's only job half done. Welcome, Waqar.
What a knock. At one stage, Pakistan looking very much control of the game, and Sangakkara, with his experience, with his maturity, has snatched it back. And with the young Chandimal, who's on 32, they're both looking very good at the moment. 29th over in progress, and they are doing pretty well. Run rate very much in control. Nicely nudged away for 1. I was honestly expecting these two to attack the 2 faster bowlers, Junaid and Bhatti, but they saw them and they saw them bowling well. They took their time, they batted quite sensibly at the time, backing themselves against the quality of Pakistani spinners and really punishing them. Afridi and Ajmal and Hafiz have got no answer at the moment against these two.
A change of gear during last 6 overs or so. A Carnage run rate of round about 8.5 runs in an over. Kumar Sangakkara has been building towards a crescendo against Pakistan. Mohammad Hafiz is absolutely disgusted over there with the way things are going. His second attempt. Kumar Sangakkara excused time and again. Once again, here he goes.
key to challenge this sort of total is a partnership. And this partnership now worth 82 runs. There's no dew out there. But things are looking quite comfortable to bat against these spinners. No spin, not much spin. That's good bowling by Hafiz. A little misjudgment, trying to run him out, but an extra run has been given away. A little bit of tension out there. 29 gone, 148.
Still to bat, the action man Angelo Matthews, Karunaratne, who is a regular opener for Sri Lanka, played 5 ODIs for this team, but he will have to come in the later part of the innings. And then another pinch hitter, Thisara Pereira, and they bat so deep. Kulasekara, Prasanna and even Sinanaike got more than 40 the other evening in Sharjah. So never say over until it is over. Pakistani spinners have got a task up their sleeves. Kumar Singh Vakar was a little slow to begin with, but we can see that how he had crafted his innings.
I think it's more to do with quality bowling. The Pakistani young fast bowlers, the way they bowl with pace, and they bowl right line and length. Didn't really give many loose deliveries, especially Junaid. But he was more of a pace. He's beaten these guys with pace. What's that? Didn't really come onto the bat. They were on money most of the deliveries. Sangha had trouble against them. The odd 6 runs, fair enough, that's not an issue. But once those 2 fast bowlers moved away, he took charge and played some beautiful shots against the spinners.
And in order to reach his first 20 runs, he consumed 34 deliveries in the first 15 balls. Look at that, there were so many dots being populated. And he could be in trouble. No, back in time. A little bit of misunderstanding, but sent back rightly and at the stroke of right time by the senior batsman. And at the later part of his innings, 20 of 34, and then in order to reach his 50, he consumed 55 deliveries. That's edged, and that may run away to the boundary for 4 runs. Much needed boundary for Sri Lanka. 150 guns up for the visitors. That may change the gear for Sri Lankan team.
The signs are not looking too good for the Pakistanis. A little bit spin, and Sangha was looking to push it to more toward cover region. A little bit of spin and edge. And in the afternoon, this ball wasn't really travelling to the boundary. The outfield is gone a little quicker. That might go also in Sri Lanka's favour. End of the 30th over, it's 150.